Match day 2 is upon us. La Liga, FC Barcelona, Real Madrid. We'll even throw Atletico Madrid. You see how we threw them in the third place? Welcome to the recap. Match day 2, we have interesting games. Atletico Madrid, Elche, FC Barcelona, Levante, and Real Oviedo, Real Madrid. Let's start with Atletico Madrid, Elche. Atletico Madrid failed to beat Espanyol 2-1. A game that they thought they had in the bag. They sub out Julian Alvarez, your superstar, on like the 70th minute. And then Espanyol beats you. What can we expect this Atletico Madrid to do against Elche?
Bro, you don't even know what to expect out of Atletico these days. They could blow a team out, they could get blown out, they could draw. You just don't know what to do with them. They're the middle child of La Liga, the forgotten one. You expect them to come in third place, and I don't have high expectations out of Atletico, but I just give them the benefit of the doubt and assume they'll bounce back. 2-0 victory.
2-0 victory. Before I give my prediction, when is enough? When do you sack El Cholo Simeone if it's not happening for you?
It was enough for me last season. You go trophyless, don't do well in the Champions League. You're bounced by a very bad Real Madrid. It's unacceptable out of a team that spends so much money. They're a very big club in Spain, and you need to win games at the end of the day. Having all these transfers is nice, but they're not winning, and that's the end game. You got to win trophies.
Facts. I think it is going to be a game where Atletico Madrid gets their first victory. I'm looking at 2-1, 3-1. Goal from Julian Alvarez. He scored a banger. I can see him scoring some more. And it's going to come to a point where it's going to be Julian Alvarez leaves or Cholo leaves. We said it here first. Now, Levante versus FC Barcelona. We have the current champs after a really good victory over Mallorca. Levante coming, from the second division. What can we expect from this game?
I'm just hoping that it's a clean game, fair game, and I do believe Barcelona will just dominate them. Barcelona is capable. You don't need help from the refs. You don't need red cards. You don't need penalties. You don't got to knock people out to try to get a goal. So I see Barca cruising to maybe a 3-1, 4-1 victory.
I'm very interested. If I would have closed my eyes and you wouldn't start that sentence with Barcelona, I would have thought you were like, oh, talking about Real Madrid. I'm like, why are you talking about your own team like that, buddy? I also agree with you. I think Barcelona should be able to cruise. They should, even though it's the start of the season, maybe rotate players a little bit earlier, maybe in the 55th minute, 60th minute. He might go with Ferran again. It seems like Lewandowski is kind of back. One of those guys we're going to play is going to be Rashford or Ferran. Let's see what Rashford can do, even though it is going to be another team that's going to be very low blocks. It's a common thing with these, Spanish teams that come from the second division or don't have the financial means to get a good squad going. I do see it's 6-0, 7-1 for Barcelona.
The
Not
Barca
exaggerating.
bias is insane.
It's not biased. It's so true. But now let's go into the last game of our top 3 from La Liga. Real Oviedo versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid is facing a team that's also coming from the second division, lost their first game. Is a team that I don't expect them to do a very low block like Osasuna. A team that might try to play, which is overall at the end, it's going to affect them.
They just got promoted, excited to be here. They're going to be trying to bounce back from that loss. So hopefully they come in here with some energy, trying to play some football, not just trying to defend for 90 minutes. Attack Real Madrid. You've seen Madrid concede early goals in the past. Madrid's defense get picked apart just off of dumb mistakes. Maybe you could try to get one of those goals and try to pull off the upset. But if I'm being honest, I don't see Real Madrid losing. These are 3 points, in my opinion. I could see them winning a comfortable 3-0.
That's a good scoreline. I'm a little more optimistic than you. I don't feel that Real Oviedo is going to play like a super low block. And if they do play a super low block, it's going to be like a 1-0, 2-0, which is going to be another boring game, which is not going to help Real Madrid's image. But if Real Oviedo do play like an attacking purpose game, 4-1, 5-1, Real Madrid winning.
Hopefully, it's a much more exciting game. I'm not going to lie to you. That first Real Madrid match was putting me to sleep. It was not good football to watch. If I was trying to show one of my friends, what football is, I would not have brought that game up.
You heard it here first, guys. Real Madrid equals NyQuil. It puts you to sleep. So we predict that Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and Real Madrid are going to take a W and win their matches. Who is going to leave match day 2 as a Pichichi of the Liga?
I still got confidence in my boy Mbappe. He played a very boring game against Osasuna, but he was the only man out there running, trying something, taking people on, and he drew that penalty. It looks like, those question marks around Madrid's set piece takers are gone. Xabi Alonso has a vision for this team, and Mbappe will be taking those penalties. He's the main man. This is his team now. I believe he'll
But
come away with 1 or 2 goals this week.
I do see Rafinha leaving match day 2 as the Pichichi. Levante is not a match for Barcelona, and Rafinha is right where he left off last year, being very clutch in key moments.
I just hope Rafinha gets a club that respects him. He was he had good chances. He had good odds of winning that Ballon d'Or until Barca fans just completely slaughtered that by pushing the Lamine Yamal. He's only 17 PR. And in my opinion, that does not win you a Ballon d'Or. Shout out Rafinha. He's keeping his head up, scoring goals, still trying, and a team will appreciate him and bring him in.
Barcelona appreciates him. Now, unfortunately, there was a time when they did not appreciate him, and there was a campaign, there was PR. I was one of the people that was like, yo, let's get Rafinha out. But Rafinha, thank you for shutting your mouth, man, and performing the way you do. And trust me, we appreciate you, and that's why you're one of our captains. Hopefully, you enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Make sure to send this to anybody. I mean, anybody with some knowledge or zero football knowledge. See you here next video.